creators. We all are creators, for sure. And sometimes we refuse to acknowledge the beauty, the greatness, the goodness, the healing within our own creation. And when you do, when you acknowledge rather than criticize, when you fully accept the beauty of what you've given, what happens is not only do you know the love in you, but you know the love in every other one. I recognize that when I feel a withholding of love in any of us, I feel sad. I can feel like we've missed the opportunity to really be, to come out and shine, to tell the truth, the high truth, the good truth, the godly stuff. And it feels like we've settled or quit on ourselves or compromised or niced it over. You know what I mean by that, right? When I was listening to the meditation and so much goodness. Oh, it's just so rich what we create together. And sometimes it feels like we go back into going to sleep again or mediocrity. And my call is to wake up and wake us up. There's so much more. So much more to be given, to be created, to be received, to be loved, to be lifted up. And when we all do it together, all of humanity lifts up with us. I was going to come up here and say to you, so, where are you withholding? Where are you holding back? Who are you withholding from? Who are you not loving? Because I know for me, if I withhold from anyone, I feel crappy. Big, I know, sophisticated spiritual word, but, the truth is that we cannot deny anyone anything they've asked for that's real and not deny ourselves. We must give more. And we've made it up that it's about giving a certain way, like giving money. Robert and I have this policy of never asking, right? Never asking for anything, because coming from a needy place feeds neediness. But the truth is, sometimes we need to be clear and specific about we need to all give more. When I feel a lack in you of any kind, that inspires me to give more, do more. Be stronger, be clearer, be truer. It doesn't inspire me to step away or hold back or feel guilty, but I know some do, and I may have caused you to feel that too. But it's an invitation. The world is an invitation to stand up and, as we say, be counted. To lift yourself up out of your fogginess or your sleepiness or your comfort zone. Mediocrity is not the way that we live in truth. You're not mediocre and you're not ordinary, and we weren't created to be. This is the place of limitlessness. This is the field of dreams. This is life that's meant to be loved and loving for everyone, not just some. And I don't know about you, but I've had a life of giving and living true to that state of giving. And what I've discovered is there's no one I cannot love. There's no one I cannot love. I think we're missing the mark when we withhold love from anybody. I think we're losing a piece of ourselves. I think we're disconnecting from God. I think we're giving ourselves a short, whatever that's called, a short sail. A short stick, whatever that is. A short, what is it?
short end of
A short shrift? A short change? A short... We're being shortened. So I'm inviting you to stop and look at those little places where you prejudge. Prejudice is prejudging. Where you've had a prejudice or you've prejudged someone who is a different size, shape, color, religion, educational background, dress than you. And do you know we were all schooled, heavily schooled, in paying attention to how people look and how they talk and what their background is and where they live and how they keep their cars and their homes and all that stuff. Isn't that true? And when we do that first impression thing, because I also teach people about how to be successful as business people and entrepreneurs, and it means dress for success and all that stuff, and talk for success, and have those little Elmer Fudd initials after your name. That's the P after your name. That's PhD. That's the Fudd thing. Robert and I have Fudds. We have some of that Elmer Fudd stuff. It's just designed to impress. That's all it's for. Yes, right. Higher and deeper, thank you very much for sharing that. We're all part of the same circle here. We got it. So every time I have a little glimpse of my prejudice, my prejudging, I need to wake up and choose again. Wake up and choose again. Because I do not know. I wrote a long time ago, but I put it in today's loving reminder. I do not know that which I am. I do not know who you are or the part you play. I do not know the purpose of our encounter. I do know I am here to allow and accept you as you are. I do not know what I can offer you. I do not know where a relationship will lead us. I do not know how I'm to share my love with you. I do know I'm to share my love and receive yours as well. I do not know the part I am to play in your life. I do not know how we are to teach and learn with one another. I do not know how our sharing will awaken and benefit each one of us. But I do know I'm here to remember the love in me and share it freely. I do not know, and I am willing to remember. I do not know, and I'm open to learn. I do not know, and I'm here to share all I have. And I mean all I have. I do know to live fully, I must dare to always love you. To live fully, I must dare to always love you. And I could say we're a specialized group and I've come to know you over the years, or maybe the minutes, depending how long we've been together. But you know what? This is true of everyone. Even the obstreperous, rebellious teenagers. Even the guys who drive crazy on the road. Even the people who are downtrodden and scared, but act mean and offensive. I must be here to love everyone. Otherwise, my life is not true. It's not real. And that's true of you too. So you can take just one person today as I'm talking, and think of just one person that you've dismissed, that you said no to, that you've gotten angry with, that you've thrown away. And I ask you to forgive yourself. I ask you to love them anyway. I ask you to be the safe place that draws out from them their tears, their fears, their needs, their request for help.
See, no one can ask us for help if we're not safe. No one can come to us humbly and say, I need a handout, or will you listen to me, or just give me a hug, or can you feed me a meal, or a bed to sleep in, unless we're safe, unless we're willing, unless we're open, unless they can trust us. So they show up, or they hide in anger and craziness, in attack, criticism, however they show up, but they're all needing to be loved. I'm looking for a world where all of us know the love within us. Wherever we have a need, we love us first. We remember that God in us is loving us always. And then our sickness goes away, our pain goes away, our depression goes away, and we show up whole, ready, willing, able to love everyone. Because that's what everyone needs. Everyone needs us to love them. No matter what they've done in the past, no matter what they're thinking about doing in the future, no matter how bereft they are, how lazy they are, how scared they are, how dirty they are, how disabled they are, how crazy they are, everyone simply wants to have a safe place to love and be loved. So when I created the title No Real Differences, I was thinking about my lifetime, actually, of experiences. I am so grateful for the life that I have chosen. Because there are little poignant moments about loving the one that nobody loves. And some of you have done that too. But I want to make sure, if you love the one nobody loves, some of you have heard my story about when I was on it was Baptist Youth Conference, and I was on a bus with a bunch of people, and we came into a little diner to eat. And I think there was only one African American at that time, called Black probably. I don't remember what we called different people at different times. But the person refused to serve her. And I could feel the anxiety in my belly, but I had to do something. What can I do? That's Betty Lou. What can I do? So I got up, and I went to the manager, and I said, why aren't you serving her? Well, we have a policy here, miss. Said, she needs to be served. Can I order food and give it to her? No, you can't. So I went and sat in the bus with her. And I didn't eat there. Do you understand that any time you do one single act of kindness, of real love, of standing up for higher truth, for treating all people equally, that you've changed the world? Yeah, there's 5th grade, and I stopped a bully. I actually pushed somebody's face in the snow and said, you're not doing that anymore. That's me. At that time, by the way, I'll just tell you, because there's another incident the very next year, so I love how we're taught. So at that time, I did not know how to do it in another way. And maybe it was the perfect way, I don't know. But the next year, I had someone who was basically thrown away, excluded by the girls in the class. And she actually took $5 from my pocket. And at that time, that was a lot of money. And for me, that was really a lot of money. And instead of making her feel bad or making a mockery of her, I went to her house and I said, Ellen, hi Ellen. I actually remember her name. Powerful difference in my life by what I gave. Not what I received, but by what I gave. Went to her house and said, Ellen, I love you and I wouldn't do that to you. I want you to know you can still be my friend. I want you to look at the people you've discarded. I want you to look at the things you've done. And right now in your mind, I'm telling you that if you forgive you or any misunderstanding you had, or if you've been withholding love from that person and making yourself right, forgive you for believing that you're any different than they are. And love them. And right now, the healing is done. And I'm talking about nations. I'm talking about politicians. I'm talking about perhaps your parents or your grandparents or the person down the street that bullied you or was unkind. I'm talking about all of them. And it only takes one to be willing to love anyway, to forgive ourselves, and give love where it's needed, where it's being called forth. Give more, not less. More of who you are. Be true to the love in you, and you will find that that wellspring of love is unending and it grows as you appreciate it. So love yourself for loving. Give appreciation to yourself for giving. And you will always remember the love you are. And so it is.